Governor Ron DeSantis' election police unit arrested 20 people on Thursday for breaking the state's election laws on felon voting rights. DeSantis said the 20 people arrested were all convicted for either murder or sexual assault. 6 of those people do live in Hillsborough County. 10 Tampa Bay's Hannah Deneen spoke to one of those men who says he didn't know he was breaking the law by voting.
Since 2019, felons in Florida have been allowed to come to a polling place like this and cast their ballot. That is, except for felons convicted of murder and/or sexual assault. But I spoke with one man today who says he didn't know that.
I mean, I had no plans on committing voter fraud. Wasn't trying to swing the election with my one individual vote here in Hillsborough County.
Nathan Hart says he was at the DMV 2 years ago when someone approached him asking if he was registered to vote.
I told him no because I'm a convicted felon and I'm pretty sure we can't vote. And he said, well, they passed this law a couple years ago that allows you to vote now, so go ahead and fill out a form. And I asked him, are you sure? Because it's a pretty severe felony that I have. And he said, well, worst case scenario, you fill out the form, you'll get a voter ID card or you won't.
It was bad advice. He registered and was mailed a voter card a short time later.
I was a little surprised, but yeah, I was like, oh, well, I guess that law did apply to me after all, kind of thing.
In the 2020 election cycle, he cast his first ballot in decades for President Trump, not knowing that vote would land him in handcuffs.
Not at all. I mean, if I thought I was, I definitely wouldn't be wasting a vote on a potential jail sentence.
Currently, it's up to Florida voters to know whether they're eligible. There is no safeguard on the front end that flags anyone who attempts to register to vote who should not. The Florida Rights Restoration Coalition, which fought to get felons these rights in 2018, calls it a flawed system. In a statement, it says, "We believe anyone who wants to participate in democracy and genuinely believes that they are eligible should not be punished because of the state's confusing voter system." But lawyer Richard Harrison, who fought against giving felons these rights in 2018, says the state should not be expected to conduct background checks on every voter.
If you fill out a form and you say under oath, I meet the criteria and I'm eligible and I'm not a convicted felon, it's your burden to make sure those are true statements.
Nathan Hart will be back in court in a few weeks. He says he's hired a lawyer to help fight this. In Tampa, Hannah Deneen, 10 Tampa Bay.
Okay, Hannah, and this is also the first election cycle that will be monitored by Florida's new Office of Election Crimes and Security, the one that Governor DeSantis approved in April. Let's take a deeper dive into what exactly it is. So the office is run out of the Florida Department of State's Division of Elections, investigating all election crimes, and it oversees security measures made up of at least 15 agents, costing taxpayers around $3.7 million. Election crimes are incredibly uncommon nationwide and also here in Florida. During the 2020 election, Florida's State Department received 262 elections fraud complaint forms. 75 complaints were passed on to law enforcement. Fewer than 5 people were arrested for trying to vote twice. More than 10 million Floridians voted in that election.